Hi. Well, hello, everybody. Greetings to you wherever you are at this time. This is the Adia Pena Show, and as promised, we promised you guys that we are going to stream live going forward on Saturdays. So today is Saturday, and it's 2 p.m. where I am right now. I don't know your time yet. I know Ghana is 7 p.m. So, however your time is, just convert it and meet us here every Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is the Adia Pena Show, and I am your host, Ohima Adia Pena. With me here in the studio is Mr. Kofi Opoku Apple. We've missed you, Mr. Kofi, and welcome to Adia Pena Show. Where have you been hiding?
Um, okay. How do I start this? So,
That
Ohima Adiepena, I am actually in Ghana.
congratulations.
Yes, I'm in Ghana. I'm in visiting family, and I had to be honest with you. Ghana is incredible. It's amazing here.
Good.
It's beautiful. There's a lot of things going on here, and I'm loving every second of it. So,
That's good.
now the time is 7 p.m. in Ghana. And
Okay.
so I would say good evening to every Ghanaian that will be watching us or that will be joining us live. And then good evening to our viewers in the US, whether you are Mountain Time, Central Time, Eastern Time, Pacific Time. Thank you for taking some time off your Saturday to join the show. Like
Mm,
Ohima Adiepena said, we have now transitioned from Friday night to Saturday night. And going
yes.
forward, that's how it's going to be. So 7 p.m. Ghana time, 2 p.m. Eastern United States time, and any other time from around the world, wherever you're joining us. This is the Adia Pena Show coming to you live from the studios of the United States and Ghana. So you're all welcome to the show. It's
In fact, we
Saturday.
really missed you, Mr. Cook.
I'm happy
Oh
to be
my
here. I'm
God.
happy to be.
Oh,
I'm
I,
so happy to be back.
I miss Ghana too. Haven't been there for like, I believe it's been like 3 years or so. So I miss Ghana, but hey, it's one of those things. So
Adia
we
Pena,
are.
you are always welcome. You are always welcome to
Ghana
Ghana.
will forever be my country. What are you talking about?
So I'm officially welcoming you back. You can come back anytime. You don't have to worry about where to stay, where to sleep. Our families here are great.
No, I
Friends,
miss the food.
colleagues, past and present, they make you feel so much welcome. And
I
so
miss
I am just throwing an invitation out there, dear Penna. You can come join before your return to the US. So you're
I
welcome.
miss I miss the food. It's just the food that I miss. Well,
Okay.
thank you, Mr. Kofi, for this great introduction. We missed that. It's been we've missed you. So
Your
today,
line, I think your line is breaking. I don't know if it's mine from mine end or it's your end, but I think your line it's I can hear you.
you can hear me
So
at all.
no, I can hear you.
Oh,
It's broken up. Okay.
hold on.
Um
I don't think I have anything.
okay. I think
I'm
it's
all
it's
the
it's
way
getting
on
better
the
now, but I you're still breaking up.
hmm.
Okay,
Let
much better now. Much better. It's
all
much
right,
better
thank
now. Yes.
so yes, it's the Idea Pena show. And today our topic is, can marriages thrive without children? This is a huge topic that we want to discuss today. So all our audience, try and share the link, like, love, comment, so we can all learn together. Hallelujah.
Amen.
Mr. Kofi, my question to you is, can a marriage thrive without children?
Uh Adia Pena, this is a loaded question. And as always, we do one thing here.
Mm-hmm.
And so the one thing that we always do on this show is to share perspectives, right? Is to share opinions,
Yeah.
is to learn, is to understand, is to share what we've heard our friends say, our family say, even from the society say. And now that I'm in Ghana, uh, now I'm going to speak from the Ghanaian perspective. I used to speak a lot from the US perspective, but today's going to be the Ghanaian. I'm in the Ghana culture now, so
I think you are being biased.
I'm I'm still gonna be very, very, I'll try to be unbiased, but I'm in Ghana, so we're gonna look at it from the Ghanaian perspective, okay?
Okay.
So the question of can marriages thrive
Mm-hmm.
without children is a very loaded question. And before I say yes or no, for me, it's not even about yes or no. This is my perspective. And again, I want to put it out there. Kofi Opoku Apo is not a marriage counselor. He's not a certified marriage therapist. He's not even a marriage psychologist or psychiatrist or marriage expert. Everything I'm going to share with you today is my opinion based on my marriage and what I've heard. And as I'm here, I've seen what people say. I've seen what people are saying. Adiyepena, when you listen to the radio in Ghana, there's all kinds of things you're gonna hear. So when I
Yep.
was in the car today, I was listening to this, talk show about marriage and family, and I learned a lot from it.
Mm.
So you can learn wherever you are. So what I'm
Let's
gonna
share.
share today is my perspective, and that is, I'm sure you have heard couples asking or wondering if they can ever be happy without kids
Mm-hmm.
in their marriage, right? This is an open question that you can hear people ask. Um, and for me, the question I think has many layers to it. I'll say
Mm.
layers of hope, layers of fear,
Mm-hmm.
let's say layers of expectations, and maybe even guilt, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so, please, if you are listening to me and you're married without kids, or you're married with kids, I want you to know that, but especially those that are married without kids, if you ever ask this question, whether you can really be happy in your marriage without kids, I would say you are not alone. A lot of people ask these questions. And even people with kids in their marriage also ask the questions, right? Um, because see, the thing is, some couples decide to stay childless. They make the decision to stay childless,
Very
right?
true. Mm-hmm.
Some also are not able to have children because of one thing or another. It can be medically, impossible
Mm-hmm.
for them to have kids, or there's other issues going on. Okay.
Yeah.
So whether you can have kids or you decide not to have kids, either way, the truth is only one.
Mm-hmm.
You can be happy with or without kids.
Okay.
You can be happy in a marriage with or without kids. Because, see, in my opinion, happiness in a marriage doesn't depend on having children, right? It
Mm-hmm.
depends on the two people in the relationship.
Yeah.
Because I've seen marriages with children falling apart, and I've seen marriage without children falling apart. I've seen
Mm-hmm.
marriage with children that are super excited and thriving, and I've seen marriage without children being super excited and thriving. So the bottom line is, with or without children, marriages can thrive, right?
Yeah.
Marriages that thrive with or without children depends on the couple.
Mm.
Okay. If the family, I mean, if the relationship will grow apart, it depends on the couple. If the
Mm-hmm.
marriages will flourish, it also depends on the couple. So, in my opinion, marriages can thrive with or without couple. So,
With or without children, you
I'm
meant.
sorry, with or without children. Sorry.
Mm.
Um, in modern society, right,
Mm-hmm.
or in modern cultures, for example, the United States or the Western world, it's becoming a trend where couples are actually choosing to be childless. And this is becoming more popular, right? Couples said that, or some couples say, or studies or surveys that goes on there says that couples find fulfillment in their careers, in their personal growth. Others also says that they have financial freedom and they have a deeper bond for one another instead of
With them.
raising children. Yes. And so if, yes, say you and I are married and we decide not to have children, at the end, we can have more fulfilling life by having more money. We can save more money. We can do a lot of things. We can focus on a career and others. And we make the effort, we make the intentionally, we decided not to have children. We can still have a fulfilling marriage. So that is what the modern society, that is what is trending. All right. And for me, the most important thing I would say is that, especially in America, or I would say in modern society, not in America, successful marriages are defined by the couple's respect for one another. Okay. It's also defined by the love they share and their shared goals rather than having children. So please, if you are out there and you are thinking whether your marriage can thrive or not because you don't have children, I'll say yes, your marriage can thrive. So focus on the things that will make you and your partner have fun, have fulfilling, and fulfillment, be happy, do the things that make you happy, and not focus too much on the fact that you don't have children. Okay. Now, when you look at traditional cultures like Ghana or Africa or even Asia, see, now I'm going to drill home because I'm in Ghana. See, in Ghana, having children is considered the main purpose of marriage. The reason why going to marriage is to have children in Ghana and in some African cultures, right? And so, if you are in a relationship or you are married and you don't have children, the understanding is different, especially in Ghana. This is because children are seen to represent the legacy or the continuity of the family structure or the family, right? And so not having children is seen as something that is not, I'll say not even seen as, it's like a taboo in some cultures, right? Children is the most important thing in marriages in Ghana and in Africa, in Asia, and other cultures where, marriage is nothing but just children. So in these cultures, not having kids can cause many problems for couples that don't have children, or even if you decide not to, right? Plus, there will be a lot of social pressure, right? Society will look on the couple as if some of you think that the couples are cursed. I mean, how do you have marriage and you say you don't have children? Like, are you guys cursed?
Yeah.
People will look down on you. People will disrespect you. People will not even regard you, regardless of your status in life. If you don't have children, people don't really take you serious, right? And I know this is something that happens in Ghana. Some families would even force the man or push the man to divorce the woman and marry someone else who can get the man children. Okay, so in Ghana, again, marriage is usually closely tied to having kids and keep the family line going. Kids are seen as the main reasons why people actually get to get married. And it's a way to gain status in society.
Mr. Kofi, what happened to you? All right. I have some comment from some of our viewers. Prince Akins on Facebook said marriages can thrive without children. It all boils down to the individuals. They shouldn't allow public opinions to take the better part of their predicament. Is that a predicament if you don't have um children in your marriage? Well, let's see. Um they should know children are gifts, just as tongue speaking. Maturity and understanding must rule their home. Okay. He again said, trust when it is broken is very difficult to mend. Mr. Ekins, are you talking about last week's topic, or this is also part of this topic? But we shouldn't forget we breach the trust God has for us ever since. That is very true. Anyway, if you are watching me, you can send us your comments, your questions, your whatever you have in the comment section. Today we are treating can marriages thrive without children? Let's hear from you what you think, if marriages can thrive without children or they cannot. Because Mr. Kofi is trying to tell us that, just like Mr. Prince said, he's saying that it all depends on the individual. So if you and your partner decide not to have children, and that is what is going to make you guys happy, you go by that. But at the same time, like Mr. Kofi was trying to tell us, he's saying that some cultures would not allow couples to rest if they don't have if they do not have children in their marriages. Mr. Kofi, welcome back.
Thank you. I don't know what happened.
I know Ghana network is sometimes on and off, so we understand that. But welcome back again. I'm trying
Thank
to.
you.
We had a comment from one of our viewers on Facebook Messenger, and he's also confirming what you said, that children in marriages, like, basically it boils down to the individuals involved. So if you want to have children in your marriage or in your relationship, it's all up to the individuals in the relationship. So go ahead, over to you, Mr. Kofi.
That is true. I was actually done, and then the line went off, and so I'm happy that you just continued and you explained what our friend shared. So yes, so couples can enjoy a beautiful marriage whether they decide to have children or they decide not to have children, or they don't even have children. And so the word is thrive. Couples can actually thrive. Marriages can thrive. Relationships can thrive with or without children. Because remember, even couples sometimes when they grow old and all the children leave the house, they behave as if they never have children, right?
Yeah.
And they are still able to thrive and enjoy each other. So whether you have kids or don't have kids, whether you make the decision to or you don't have kids, please, the most important thing is that you focus on the two of you to have fulfillment in your relationship. Respect each other so you can enjoy each other. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So as that is being said, Mr. Kofi, do you think there are any pros and cons of having children in your marriage? Are there
Pros
any?
and cons. Oyema, before I answer this, I know you have children, you have a beautiful family.
I do have children.
What are some of the pros of you having children? And what are some of the cons of you? What are some of the advantages of you having kids? And then what are some of the disadvantages of you having kids?
All right. So for me, I'm going to say the advantages are a lot than the disadvantages. This is me, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So the advantages are some, I'll just say a few, like just being called a mom. It's it's breathtaking, it's priceless, it's all that you can say. Um, Stepping out or going to work and coming home to see at least someone at home,
Mm-hmm.
your kids are home, or sometimes they'll be like, "Mommy, what did you get? You got this, got that." Or sometimes when you go out to get some groceries and you come back home, you have some sort of help to help you get your stuff uh, from the car to the house. It's a lot. Like it's a lot. What else? It's a lot. Um, it's a responsibility. It's a blessing at the same time. Kids,
Right.
the Bible said they are blessings from God. So, as you being the parents, you are supposed to take care of them,
Mm-hmm.
and taking care of children is not an easy job. Both parents have to take responsibilities. They have to make sure they provide shelter, they provide food, they provide everything that they need, they pay the bills, they do this and that. So it's a blessing. I don't know if what I'm going to say it's a con or whatever it is. One thing my kids hate about me is, me, okay, I'm always with this positive mindset thing. So I see my kids like they know it all instead of me seeing them as children. Okay. Sometimes I think that the questions that they ask me, they already have the answers, but they will still ask me. So sometimes I'm sorry, but I have to say this anyway. I'm just being real. So sometimes when they ask me questions, instead of me to answer them, I'm just quiet. Or sometimes I speak to them with my eyes or something. I just, because I think that
You assume they already know the answer,
they
or they
already
should know the answer.
trust me. Frankly enough, if I don't answer them, let me give you an example. My youngest son will be like, for example, when we go to the store, he'll be like, "Mommy, buy me this," and I don't want to buy it, so I'll just not say yes or no. But at the end of the day, they'll be like, "I know the answer already. Mommy, you are not going to buy it for me because I didn't, I didn't even answer, but they know the answer to that question." And it's a lot. So I'm just at fault as anything, but so me personally, I don't like talking too much. So when they are talking, they making noise, it gets on my nerves sometimes. But besides that, kids are blessings, and I
But
pray.
whatever they do, it makes you feel special because they call you mom or they ask you for some things, right?
Oh
It
yes,
makes you feel
yes, of
special.
course, yes, of course, yes.
Okay.
So
Okay.
for that, I don't
That
even know if it's a pro or it's a con, but I'm going to relate it as a con because yeah, na have my drink. They make me
I think
talk,
it's a pro.
especially the youngest one. Or remember, or no, the nisu or she's the oldest children. He will make you talk and talk and talk. When you say you are like, Danny, don't go here, he will be like, "Ehona mi fiba," you know. So these are some of the things. And with all being said, I just love being a mom, and
Yeah.
I love my
Yeah.
kids too. You can tell. So it's
That
just
is
like,
that is that is awesome. And I see I like this perspective because it kind of really confirms some of the pros that I was gonna say for having kids.
mm,
Okay. Having kids in the marriage. What you said is the first thing I was gonna say. It's the special love and happiness,
yeah.
that comes. You
Mhm.
said I mean the feeling of just they calling you mom when you come back
Mhm.
from work or when you come
Work
out from
or anywhere. Yeah.
outside. Yeah, that is a special love and happiness. So one of the pros of having children in a marriage is the special love and happiness that mom and dad or couples get to feel, around their children. There's this strong, unconditional love and joy and sometimes funny
Yeah.
and happy moments, or sometimes me and you kind of happy moments, like because they're supposed to know what they're asking you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those are moments that you can explain, right? It's special
Mm-hmm.
love
Yeah.
that couples have and they share with their children. You can't share this if you don't have these children. You can't share if you don't
That's
have children.
mm-hmm.
Okay. The second one is something I want to say, personal development. Couples, because once you become a mom or dad or become parents, couples find new meaning in life, right? They learn to be patient and disciplined. I know
Mm-hmm.
sometimes you want to really scream at your children, but you learn to hold yourself a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You learn to be more patient, right? You learn to be more
Yeah.
patient. And then you become a better person and a more creative person by seeing things from the child's perspective. Sorry. Sometimes you know that, like you said, I assume they should know this. The assumption that you just had,
Mm-hmm.
you were having more or less like you took on your child's way of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
So they think, oh, you should already know this. And then when they sit in the car, they said, yeah, I know what mom is going to say, right? And so, and so you become a better person. You become more disciplined as a couple with children, as parents.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also there's also a new motivation for the couple because
Yeah.
you guys gain greater sense of purpose and drive, right? Oh, sorry, yeah. Most of the thinking is about how to provide for your children, how to give them a better life, right? You take on the
Mr. Coffee. Okay, you're back.
and yes, and I'm back. I'm sorry, my network it will get better.
It's
It will get better
understandable.
from.
That's what you get for being in.
Well, it's still the best feeling. It's still the best feeling.
Fine. I
Home sweet
mean,
home,
yeah.
home sweet home. And then also, couples with children talk about having a lifelong relationship or
Mm-hmm.
lifelong friendship.
Yeah.
Sometimes when your kids grow up to a certain level, they can even sit down. You two can relate and talk. You can talk
Mm-hmm.
about real
Mm-hmm.
issues about life.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
become your best friend.
Mm-hmm.
They become your confidant.
Yeah.
So couples with children, mature children, talk about having lifelong relationship or lifelong friendship, where um, they know that somebody will be able to continue their family story, the story that they are writing as a family, if they are not there. So the
Mm-hmm.
man and the woman, or see the man especially, me and my older son. Sometimes
Yeah.
we talk about the future. I can't believe I'm talking to my son that it was once a 2 year. I've been knocking his head.
Mm-hmm.
Now he sit down with me and we talk about things I can't even imagine. You see
Yeah.
that so you get a lifelong friendship when you have
Mm-hmm.
kids, right? And then there's also this what we call a community connection where couples can connect with other parents. I'm sure when you go to church and parents are talking about what their children are doing at school or they're doing at home, you can also chip in because your children are also doing other things. So you all share perspectives. You build community, you build connection around your children, and then also you create new communities as you discover or come to know other families or other parents with family, and so there's shared experiences. All right. So
Mm-hmm.
those are the pros. Those are the advantages. There's a lot of them, but in my opinion, those are the advantages of couples having children. There's some
But
special bond, there's love, there's all that.
yeah.
Yes, go
Let
ahead.
me add
Go ahead.
this too to the pros. They teach you lessons. For instance, I have 3 kids. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
each one of them has their own temperament. The
Mm-hmm.
oldest one is very quiet and laid back. The middle
Mm-hmm.
one is half and half kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
The youngest one is everywhere. So so as a parent, you learn from this one, you pick some lesson from this one, pick some lesson from the so
Right.
you understand what I'm saying, right?
Right.
So
100%. Yes.
yeah, so you make sure that you don't treat all of them the same. The
The
way I
same.
treat the youngest one is very different from the way I treat the oldest one because on the okay, so on that 24/7 now. or better I'm at the action. But the youngest one is not like that. He wants to be out, he wants to be playing, he wants to be here, he wants to be there. And the
Right.
middle girl is also half and half. Or yes,
Right.
yeah. So as a
Right.
parent, they are growing, you learn from them how their behaviors are, and then you treat them as such. So they
Right.
also teach you some life lessons as well.
That is nice. That is beautiful. Now,
Before we go ahead,
the
sorry.
cons. I need to talk about the cons of having children. We've talked
Okay,
about the
hold on
pros.
1 second, and then we
Okay.
will let's welcome our viewers. I have let me see. 1 second.
Our honorable viewers, you're welcome to the Adia Pena
Oh, my best,
show.
my this is my friend Ali Baba. Ali, how are you doing? Thank you and welcome to the Adia Pena show. This is my sweetheart, Sister Kakra. So she said, I think she wants to talk about the pros. So she said, let me help her out here. She said, pros of having children, I think it's a blessing. And yes, children are a blessing, no matter how he or she is. My big man is on board. Mr. Graham, good evening to you in Ghana. It's afternoon here, and thank you so
Mr.
much.
Graham, welcome to the
Please
show.
send in comments, your questions, your concerns, and please share the link and give us some thumbs up, and we are all learning. Let's come alive and then do this. Mr. Kofi, back to you. Let's hear what you have for your cons.
Yes. So again, quickly the pros. We all heard of what the pros are for having children. Children, like somebody said, I should have started with that. Children are a blessing. They're a blessing from God. Whether or hard dream, whether whatever it is, children are a blessing. And just by the way, just so you know, everything that our children do at home, right? This is my opinion. Every behavior that the children sometimes display at home, they are literally displaying who we are, right? Hold on. I'm gonna give you the reason why. See, the reason why I'm saying is that even though you might think that that kind of attitude you never seen it before is because of the environment that you grew up in.
Okay.
The environment that you grew up in shaped the way your attitude is at all times. And so the ones that you could not display based on the environment you grew up is the attitude that they are now displaying in a different environment.
Okay.
Because I see Okoto one, right?
That's very true.
Their attitude also comes from the other, like I said, the environment and maybe the people that are around them, where they go to school, the kids they hang out with, and everything. Everything that the children are displaying is what society tell them.
Yeah.
What society asks them to do, directly, indirectly. What society exposes to them. Okay. But because we grew up in a different environment where discipline and strict and that is some of the things that we're doing or they are doing now, we couldn't themselves. Back in the day, you can't even do what you're doing. See, we keep saying that to our children. Back in the day, when I'm talking, you don't even dare talk back. It's because that environment, you are not allowed to do that. But now this environment, they're able to talk back because it's what? So they are telling you that, Mom, back in the day, you could have talked back if you're allowed to, but you couldn't. And so whatever they're doing,
let's ask the Ghanaians, the people in Ghana here. Mr. Graham, this goes to you. I know our time, no. When our parents speak, you cannot speak. But here in America, they will tell you the kids are trying to explain themselves. So when you talk, they have to talk back. But Ghana at the time, parents, you have no right to talk back. So how is it now? Change gradually to American lifestyle now, and access still when parents talk, the kids are not supposed to
I can tell you right now, since I came, it's still there. You know, when I came, I'm telling you something. Hold on. I remember visiting my mom, right? And my one or two of my little brother's kids were there, right? My mom wasn't restricting them. My mom wasn't asking them not to talk back, but my mom was eyeing them constantly to make sure that they allow me to talk
Mm.
and not interrupt. But my
Mm.
time growing up, my mom would dare say, "Come on, to." My mom would tell me directly to keep quiet.
Mm.
And so now, instead of telling her directly not, for them not to speak, she's using her eye,
To speak to them.
right? And so
And the
maybe it's
kids
not as strict
understood,
and as
right?
direct, but it's still there because my mom expects that kids should be quiet while adults are talking. It's still
Mm.
there. I
Okay.
also intentionally went to sit in the trotro. I want to feel the old way, the vibe.
But enjoy the your friend is saying. Okay. Mr. Kofi's network is bothering him, so let's go ahead. Are you back? Welcome to the Adia Penasho Marani. Would we say Mingunu border? So I see without children, okay, we've talked about that. Why you late? So brings Adia for bra. So Mr. Kofi, welcome back.
Oh man, this network is being a little yellowish. I
It's
promise I'm
fine.
gonna fix it.
It's understandable. Mr.
Yes.
Graham said children are seeds to the family. And this is
Mm,
very, very true because
very
earlier
true.
on he said, so that we maintain the family
Yes.
lineage, family legacy, and all of that. So, yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Family.
Mr.
Yeah.
Graham
And so
said,
the
I'm
question
really
is, it's still
enjoying the
there.
conversation. You, Mr. Graham, I asked you a question. Me say, are kids still not talking whilst adults are talking because it's been a while since may I yes,
It's there. So in the trotro, there was a conversation going on between the two adults. And the way the boy was just sitting at the mom, looking at the two people talking, the mom was telling the baby to tell Chawani, men shempo, men share in Pinifunim sa. Is what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like right there, the mom is just trying to set a boundary that you, the little boy, or you don't have to try and be be inquisitive or be involved in the adult conversation.
Mhm.
So maybe it's not as strict as when we're growing up, but I'm seeing signs that it's still there.
It's still
Okay.
there.
Okay. So, Mr. Graham, we are waiting for what you're going to say because me, I just came here 2 weeks ago. So, come and give us your feedback. And all the people listening and joining us from Ghana, please share your comments and
It's not
answer Adia Pena.
you are just being
Share your comments. Okay. So, these are the disadvantages of having children in a marriage. There's the advantage, the pros, and the cons. So,
okay.
couples, I'm sure, Hima, you can even relate to this, that you have less freedom in the
Oh
sense
yeah,
that sometimes you need time for yourself, but you are
Mm-hmm.
constantly thinking about the children, right? And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
you have less time for yourself and less chance to be spontaneous. Sometimes people say you just want to do things without worrying about whether the children are there or not. But then, oh no, I had to wait because the
Yeah.
children are here. So
Mm-hmm.
there's less chance to be spontaneous, and there's the less ability to move around. Sometimes you just want to get up and go, but the children are there, so you know I can't just leave. I have to make sure they are this, they are that, they are this, and so some couple says that because they have less chance to themselves, less chance to have fun, and the ability to do whatever they want, it even affects their hobbies,
Mm.
right? They don't have hobbies now because
Yeah.
everything has to be about the children. And also their social life is more or less like impacted.
Mm-hmm.
And some people, a friend of mine said, oh, they used to travel, the least opportunity. Now they can't even travel anymore because everything has to be about the kids.
The
So that is
kids.
one of the disadvantages of having
Mm.
children in a marriage. And then
Very.
also the big one, sikasem, money issues.
Mm.
Raising children is very expensive.
Yeah.
It's the most
Everywhere.
expensive
Mm-hmm.
investment ever,
Ever.
right?
Mm-hmm.
The most expensive investment is raising kids. And so
Yeah.
couples say that for them, excuse me, is a huge disadvantage because every money, every dime, every dollar, every city that they make, it has to go to the children with a daily cost of things skyrocketing, and there's long-term education expenses. Like everything has to be about the kids. Sometimes you might open so tata maybe but you think about it, it's okay, the
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that is the, and then also there's also what we call the career challenges. One will say some couples are also saying that they find it harder to move up their job because parenting take a lot of time and energy. So they're unable to get time to actually better themselves. Well,
Mm-hmm.
there's this lady that I know. She's been a secretary for no, she's been a teacher, a classroom teacher for over 30 years. It's not that she cannot move up. There are
Mm-hmm.
some short certification that she could have taken to kind of, kind of boost her resume. But they said, no, I have kids at home. When I go home, I can't even have time to study. So I and see if I can take these short courses.
Yeah.
It's all about the children. So
Mm-hmm.
it brings about career enhancement challenges. And then, Ohima, I don't know, maybe you can, if you can relate to this, but a lot of people that I know says that they are always drained. They can't sleep and the energy is always drained because the children are up. They have to go to school. The children are sick. They have to do this. Sometimes when the children come home, they are so noisy. Their sleep pattern is messed up. And parents also say that you need a lot. For me, I'm telling you, my 5-year-old, I need a lot of energy to keep up with Amma. So I am, I am constantly working to see if I can be physically and mentally and emotionally energized to keep to put to put keep up with her. One time I rolled my ankle playing soccer with her.
Oh.
So yeah, and so like kids, I mean children are fun, but for you to be engaged with them, and you might get drained and you might get tired, and sometimes you can't even sleep. If your children are not sleeping, you have to sit them, you have to sometimes just be there. You can't leave your 2-year-old and go and sleep, right? And so couple says that is also a disadvantage. And finally,
I
there's more
I
stress
think
and uncertainty.
I think that comes in when the kids are young, but when they are when they are older, you have your because me
Yes,
when it comes to my
yes.
sleeping, I'll sleep. Oh.
Oh, I
Yeah,
know some couples
you
are.
get that
It's not all
frustration
couples.
when the kids are younger. When they are younger, you have to give them all the attention they need and all of that. So,
Right,
but when
right.
they are older, you don't have to waste
Yes,
too much
and
time
and
with them.
and and these are from couples that have young kids.
Mm,
These are from couples that have young kids.
yeah.
Yes, and so like obviously, if you have young kids, there's more stress and there's more uncertainty,
Mhm. Yeah.
because sometimes you face the unexpected. Let's say the kids go to school and then they just call it that your kid is hurt
Hmm.
or your kid is in some trouble. The stress with which you want to get there and see if your child or your kid is safe, that alone is very, very stressful and very, very uncertain. So these are some of the cons. There's a lot of them.
Hmm.
There's a cons, for example, you realize that your kid is doing things that you don't even know where he or she learned it from.
Yeah.
It can be a pawn, it can bring a lot of stress. So there's a
Mm.
lot of cons to children or to marriages with children. But then there's the pros or the advantages always outweighs the disadvantages. But
Right.
definitely there are disadvantages, and these are some of them. Thank you.
Oh wow. Thank you, Mr. Kofi. Thank you so much. So our
Mhm.
listeners, if you are watching and if you are listening, let's share what's your thoughts. What are some of the cons? What are some of the pros of having children in marriages? We are talking about
Mhm.
marriages, couples, husband and wife.
Mr. and Mrs.
The male and the female.
Yes, yes,
So, what are some of the
yes.
pros? What are some of the Mr. Kofi has elaborated on a lot of them. I have said my version, what I am experiencing in my home. So, um what have you also learned? What the kids teaches us, the kids teach us a lot of lessons. Like, what are some of the lessons that you've learned from your children? One day, let me
Yes.
share this with you, Mr. Kofi. You know, my older son, he doesn't like talking, he doesn't um calm, right? So when he was, and in my house there's zero tolerance to disrespect. Okay, so when he was like 14 years, we have moved from our apartment to a new house. So it was four bedrooms, and we were five. So at the time, I was trying to tell him to share his room with the youngest boy, right? So boys, so the girl
Yeah.
can have one room. I can stuff like that, and he didn't like one pet. He didn't like the idea, and he couldn't voice it out to me. And yes, we moved your friend. I packed the youngest son no name according to him, no or no die. Instead of him to tell me, say, oh mommy, I can't sleep with my brother, this and that, or maybe we can talk about it. He got so that was the first time ever seeing him being angry. He was so angry. He started like showing some body languages, and I'm like, so instant done. And I'm like, why are your brother's stuff out there? And he banged the door at me. It says I didn't come here because me experiencing disrespect to me outside.
Wow.
So so he got angry, he didn't like it and all of that, but at the end of the day, problem was solved. So
Yes.
he didn't sleep with him, but we solved our own problem. So
Yes.
there's
Yes.
a
That's
lot
good.
to learn. There's a lot to learn from them. One other thing that I also learned, like we spoke about earlier, say openimu kasa na akola shouldn't talk or shouldn't like talk back. No, my daughter, there was a time that there was something we were talking about, and I'm like, why are you talking whilst I'm talking? Because that thing came in, and she was like, I'm trying to explain myself, me, typical African mom. If I'm talking, don't talk. And then she was like, I'm trying to explain myself so you understand. So that day, right, I learned something. I learned a lesson that entity we think that we have to like force them to also be like that, because I have to say, when they go to school, it's not like that. They are freely ranged, like they can do everything, anything, anyhow back at school, because the teachers feel like, say, oh yeah, Kola, he or she has to be like but when they come home, yes, men are make sure you are not, you can't do whatever you think you can do. Okay, so she was like, I'm trying to explain myself so but I told her, say, you wait. Okay, wait, let me finish speaking, and then you can tell me what your thoughts are or what your arguments are upon whatever we were discussing. So that day was the day I let loose kakra, because I'm a little bit kakra. I don't want to use the word strict.
Strict.
No, I'm not strict, but I'm principled. Okay, so whatever that is. So that day I learned a lesson. I'm like, I need to calm down. Like, I need to chill, right? So it's like 70% Ghanaian type of you train in Kakra, and then I'll add the 30% or maybe 60-40, something like that. So I learned my lesson from that. So
all right.
Yeah.
Now that is good. Now there's also pros and cons of not having children, right?
Yeah, it's open conversation. If anything, we call family meeting, we all sit down. If there is something that we have to talk about, I tell them, wait, you are doing this, I don't like it, this and that. And then they'll be like, mommy, you two, you are doing this and that, I don't like it. So we share our problems, our ideas and all that, and then it brings peace in the house.
Because the kids are growing.
The
kids are growing.
Yeah.
At a certain age, you can do that. At a certain age, you can do that,
Mm-hmm.
right? When especially when
That's
they are
good.
younger, you just need to try and like come
Mm.
to their level, but they cannot
Yeah.
even have they can have a conversation, but most of
Mm-hmm.
the thinking you do it for them as adults,
Yeah.
as a
Mm-hmm.
couple,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
Do you know that there are also pros and cons for not having children in a marriage? There are pros and
Let's
cons.
hear that. What
Okay.
are the
So
pros and cons of not
so
not having children in your
so
marriage?
those of you that don't have those of us that don't have children in our marriages, right? The
Mm.
pros are there's like, we have more freedom and flexibility.
Peace
So,
of mind.
Ohima, there you go. See, now, let's say that for me, for example, I don't have
Mm-hmm.
kids. I
Mm-hmm.
can just get up and do whatever I want.
Go
You
anywhere,
can't.
take vacation. Why can't
You
I?
can't because
Oh,
if you
oh.
have younger kids, if you have two,
Mm,
3 years, you can't just get up. You and your husband can just get up and go because you think about them. For me, without a child, I can just get up and go. So I have more flexibility. I have more freedom to
mm.
choose how to spend my time. I can
That's
have
true.
more time on my hobbies. I mean, spend time with my friends out. I can do traveling, just grab my bag and go. I don't think about anything. I can do a lot of fun things on a whim. Boom,
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing it. Right?
That's
That is a huge pro for those families or those couple without kids. And then also financial security.
oh yeah,
All the
yeah,
money
yeah.
that I make, apart from
Grocery
supporting maybe
shopping.
my mom and my
You
brothers or
do
something,
how
everything, you just keep it
half
down.
of your money goes into groceries. It's not
Yes.
easy. Hmm.
Exactly. So with families with children, you realize that every money goes there, but without kids, you have financial security, right? You can do whatever you want with your money. It helps you save for retirement. I'm not saying if you have kids, you can't save for retirement. But my point is, without kids, you have some sort of more financial security, and then
Yeah.
there's career opportunities. Like the
Hmm.
teacher that I use as an example, if the teacher didn't have kids, I'm sure she'd
Hmm.
have been able to take more courses for her to
Yeah.
upgrade her resume and even move up the ladder. So there's more
Yeah.
career opportunities, career advancement for couples without kids. Each of them
Hmm.
can focus on their career and spend more time, you know,
To go.
advancing themselves and trying to
Mm-hmm.
be where they want to be. And then
Yeah.
there's the personal development. You have extra time to take care of yourself. You can get time to go to the gym. You kid, families with little kids going to the gym means what? Going to wake them up, change their diaper,
You can
get
have
them ready
more
for
time
school.
to learn how to swim if you don't know how to swim.
So that's a good one. That's a good one. So couples without children have more enjoyment. And then they also have
Flexibility.
time to better build. They spend more time building their relationship because
Mm-hmm.
there's no kids. So it's always
Yeah.
the two of them, right? So they get time to bond. They find more time and more energy dedicated to each other. Like they do a more fun things. That is what a friend of mine. That, what else are they doing if they come far from work? It's just the
Just
two of them.
have fun.
They
Have
they
fun.
just have fun, get more
Mhm.
bonding. Sometimes it's good, and you can see that again in families or couples with children, but the children are grown and gone. You see that the two couple they become couple, they have time
Yeah.
for each other. They can go out
Mhm.
for a walk. They can just hold their hands and do this and do that. Have fun together. So those are the pros of not having kids in the relationship or marriage. Now here are the cons. You ready? The
Mhm.
disadvantages of not having children. Okay.
Mhm.
Now, couples, especially the women, right?
Mm.
They,
Yeah.
they have the risk of feeling regrets or loneliness.
Mm.
And this happens when they go to a program and they see their friends with their kids,
Yeah.
right? Now, then they begin to feel regret, and they begin to feel lonely.
Mhm.
They allow what they're seeing to impact them, right? They might
Mm.
feel unsure or especially when they're getting older and they see kids or families with their older kids talking, having conversations, planning for the future, they become uncertain that, okay, so
Mm.
what is my future going to be? And that's a
Mhm.
huge disadvantage for couples without children, right? And then also, couples without children have fewer friendship because it can be harder. to keep in touch with friends who have children,
Mm.
since their priorities and schedule are for change. Okay? Take it like you have a friend who doesn't have kids, right? The time they also didn't have kids, you guys were able to talk on the phone for whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when the day you had a kid, you cannot be on the phone all the time with your friend. You need to have
Yeah.
time to raise the kid, right?
Mhm.
And so, even though you are friends, the friendship is more or less like not like it used to be. So
They use-
couples without children say that sometimes they lose friends.
Mm.
They have friends with friends that don't have children, but friends with children, they are very, very few. And then they worry about growing all alone by themselves. Especially if maybe something a tragic they have, maybe the man or the woman is passed, or maybe there's a divorce, right? And like they worry about aging alone. Couples might have concern about not having anyone to look after them when they are older. And it's true, especially in
Mhm.
America. You see a
Yeah.
lot of people staying by themselves.
Mhm.
And even those with children that the children have left and they've divorced, they're just lonesome, right? And so some couples feel like this is a huge disadvantage. And then because I'm in Ghana, I'm going to say this: pressure from the society and family. Pressure from the society and family.
And family, yeah.
Especially couples in Ghana, especially the
Mm-hmm.
women. Hey, they face criticisms. Papa, papa, papa. I don't know where now. I don't know what do you for not then. Da 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 da.
Yeah.
Me pa me chewo, me pa me chow, me pa me chow. This is to Ghanaians and to me
Good
pa me
girl.
chow. We
Yeah,
should
but boo,
stop.
yeah.
We sh- we should stop putting unnecessary pressure on families that don't have children. Sometimes some
Mm-hmm.
of them have decided not to have children. It's not that they are witches or they have taken their stomach to whatever. Sometimes with all this kind of say junior men, all these weird things that we hear, it's yes, we put unnecessary pressure on ourselves. We put unnecessary pressure. I know that it is important to have children, but me pacho say obano onyan warrior nyabotremano. So our worries no nya mao nana me patro nya abutremano. It goes to our moms and our dads that are putting pressure on their older children to get married and have kids. Me pamucho, give them time. This day and age, me pamucho, give people chance. More mind chance. Na yansu yembo bra. Okay? No necessary pressure. All these traditional expectations, please, we should tone it down. Maybe we should stop. And then the big disadvantage of not having children is we already said it, the concern about continuity or the concern about legacy. Dr. Brad Graham says that children are a seed that continues the family, right? Families without children have a huge concern about the
Who's going to continue the
values,
legacy?
yes,
The
and
legacy.
how and what is going to happen to them if they leave this world. Like, who is going to
Mm.
continue what they're doing? So these are some of the disadvantages of couples not having children. But what I will say is that you can take care of your family. If there are children in the family, you can grab them. They are your children and take care of them. You don't, for me, don't let you not having children affect the happiness that you and your husband can create. I know there's societal pressure, but please let's push back and tell them, Pam John, mommy, bra. Let me live my life. Leave me alone. Let me live my life.
It's easier said than done,
I
especially
know
when you're a woman and you are in such a society. So
that
it's
is
a
true.
little.
That is true.
So
That is true.
welcome
But
once
those are some
again
of the
to
cons.
all our viewers watching us right about now. Welcome to the Adia Pena Show, Mr. Alex, my brother. Marani said,
Hey, Morani.
Marani, your friend, he's here. Let's hear what he said. He said, I'm against the narrative to restrict children from explaining themselves, but Nana, having a strict parent was a blessing to my upbringing. Yes, so me too, same. Having my
I
dad
agree.
was like, he
I
he
agree.
he he was like so strict, like You have no idea. But I
I
think
agree.
the way I was treated by him has brought me this far. Very
Yes,
resilient,
Marani,
very
100%.
positive minded, very everything. So you don't have to be like 100% strict. Like, gosh, some parents are too strict, which is not good. Give the kids also some air to breathe. Mr. Kofi, the kids too, they also have their own problems. So as they are growing, let me tell you one thing.
Yes.
One time, my youngest child was about 4 years or so, and you know, sometimes my mom will be like, "Oh, me sit here, me yeah, me say yeah, me yeah," kind of thing, right? And when
Mhm.
he's walking, he'll be like, 4 years old, he'll be like, and we were like, "Danny, what is wrong with you?" And he goes, "Me sit here, me yeah." It was so annoying. But with that being said, the kids also have their own problems at their age, right? They
Yes.
might have friendship
Yes.
problems. They might have school, their educational problems and stuff like that. So if you're a parent, you don't have to be like my dad was like 200% strict. There's no air to breathe. You can't breathe air. No, not when my dad is around. When he's not at home, I don't like those parents. When they are not at home, everybody's happy. When they come back, the house is silent. I don't like that. My dad is like, no. So Marani, I support what you just said. So it
Yes,
shouldn't
Marani,
be
I agree
like
with you. I
give
agree
the
with you.
kids some air to breathe,
I
and I
agree.
think you have a peaceful home.
Sometimes I feel like growing up, sometimes I feel like and when I grew up and I have kids now, it make more sense because the point is, why should your kids be scared of you? Like, who fear?
Yeah.
Not in
Mm-hmm.
Kuala Lumpur, tete. Like
Yeah,
nobody can even come and sit in the living room.
yeah,
Like, and
watch
then when you
TV all
leave,
by yourself.
like meanwhile, they are your children. Oh. And yes, they are your biological children,
Mhm.
and you care for them so much. But what is this behavior of being so strict that Unkwala Kran can't come and sit by you when you are sitting down?
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand it. And it
And
happens.
the third thing is they think say no na yeah good parenting. No. I think that they think that's good parenting thing, but
But
it's not.
remember, Mami, remember, Adepen, remember that is the way we were brought up.
Yeah.
That is the way
Our parents didn't know better.
our society has been
Our
structured. And
parents
so
didn't
whatever
know
they
it.
learn, they also carried it on.
Yeah.
But things are changing gradually. Intimate
Amen.
Pamuchawo, please, you can be strict, but don't be too strict that one kasa. So one kasa wona se unkwala esro. Mpachoti. Papa na can say, Obi a utie me biate, name you unkwala 5.
Mm,
I'm sure he must unkwala 3. I'm sure most of you have kids, sure?
mm,
The way you're bringing the way we're brought up, it's a different era now. If I'm
mhm.
just so I want to say at this age or at this time, so that's a ba intimate better chain. And your son is even scared to come and talk to you. Please check yourself.
Or
Or
even
your bow.
express problems to you, or
Or
tell
your
you,
back.
or me, my dad, I couldn't even ask him question. Oh, I like who dare you to ask him a question? Nothing like that. There was
Yes.
zero bonding, nothing. Like,
Yes. Yes. And so with things that we are disciplining them by putting
mhm,
fear in them. But
mhm,
what we end up doing is that we also instill unnecessary things. And then when they grow up, then they what? They also start exhibiting the same thing.
mm,
What end up happening is that when they go outside, they're able to confide in people instead of confining in you, the parent.
mhm, which might not
What
be
I say,
helpful to them.
which is not helpful. Which
Mhm.
is not helpful. Our
Yeah.
children should be our best friends, so they can come to us with any problems and issues.
Mhm,
So on us because of your attitude and pacho, think about that again.
mhm.
If you are there, and the moms too.
Rewind the
If you're
track.
if you're there and your children find it difficult to like relate to you, I
Mhm.
think moms are better because mom, the children are always like
Yeah.
automatically, they automatically attract or gravitate towards them.
Mhm,
But dads,
mhm. Yeah.
please, Oti Hona TV, Akolebia and Besinkra, hey, Yehovah. I mean, it's They are your children. The children are better than the TV or the news you are listening to.
Mm.
You know, and so we have to start having this. I know this is about not a topic about, you know, children and whatever, but if we have children, they are a blessing to us. Because remember, before you had a child, oh, bompai is nyankopon mo akwala ni sa afia akwala na baswa. Oh my,
Yes.
oh, pretend so papa na afia be asem. What do you want?
Nyankopon,
Mommy, offer you through 9 months, through sleepless nights, and doing child labor, so and child labor crying, you know, and then after akwala ni after your ma akwala. So what do we want? What do we want? Auntie, please, let's cherish our children. They are a blessing to us. They carry our legacy. They are our seed. They carry us on to let us bring them up the way. So you representing well. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Kofi. Mr. Cole Banks, welcome to the Adia Penashu. Mr. Cole is watching us from UK. Hallelujah. So let's hear what Mr. Banks has to say. He said, children are blessing in marriages, but it comes with a lot of challenges. Childcare in itself can be difficult and stressful. Some parents choose to work part-time to care for the children, which affects the paycheck. That's very true. He said there are some positions you can't apply for. Very, very, very true.
You can't upgrade yourself, and it's true. And Echo Corbans 100%. This is 100%. Thank you for sharing that. Some of the issues with parental, I can't say child upbringing. Yeah, we the society created it. We created it. So but the best thing we can do, like I said, we are not talking about children, but the best thing we can do is to make sure, say, we create an environment where the society supports us. One day, let's talk about children and, you know, family. Let's do a family structure so that we can put it in a better context, in a better perspective. But we are just talking about, can marriages thrive without children? And see, most of the things that Corbans is saying will be a pro for people without children. Because they don't have to worry about childcare. They don't have to worry about reduced paycheck. They don't have to worry about working part-time, right? They have to, they can do whatever they want. But it's a con to families or to couple with children because you have to cut your hours so you can stay home and work or look for, you know. And so one day we'll do So this is Echo. Thank you. That is very, very awesome. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Welcome to the show, my dear brother Jeremy. He said, thumbs up to Mr. Kofi, I guess, and me, whichever.
Thumbs up to all of us. And thumbs up to our guests too. And thumbs up to Call too.
Thumbs up to everybody watching us. Mr. Ban said, is that the same thing or?
Yes, it's the same thing, but that's the end. It said there are some positions at work which is not child friendly, so its impact on your personal achievement. That's true.
Yeah, that's true. Very true.
Because because of the children, you can't even upgrade yourself to be able to, you know, you can't say get that promotion, even though you know you are super qualified, but you're thinking about your children, and so you don't even have to worry about you know. And so that's why sometimes for me, I think it's not fair, especially with the men that leave all the ejuma, if ejuma for the women. The man can go up the ladder. The man can get a promotion at work because an officer your man. But man and woman, we are supposed to be equal to take care of the children. Now, if your wife can't take the promotion, you don't go for the promotion. But because no, I need to go so that at least the paycheck will balance out because the woman is not bringing in much. But anyway, that's for another day. So thank you.
Marani came back and said, "Yeah, fire. I have struggled to pronounce this thing. Pronounce. No,
fire.
Like if you don't have a child, when you do something, someone will be like, "Oh, what the wow, where yeah, fire war, kind of an insult, right? So I think that's
Oh,
yeah,
I see.
yeah, fire
Okay.
war. I know the yeah, fire war kind of thing. So
Oh, I see. Oh man. Okay, I see that. Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
Marani
Okay.
again said, my sister asked me last week why I'm still not having a kid.
A kid.
And I was like, what's up?
What's up?
Not yet. What's up? Not yet. Time and not yet time.
Not your
And I'll
time.
have 2 kids. Hey, she was like, what's that again?
What
Wabodam.
madam?
Oh Marani, oh. She was
Was
like,
it-
Wabodam, tell me you are playing. I'll force you to have 7. Okay.
yeah. Like,
Okay, Marani, Oma Onya 7 now, you give some to her so she can take care of the kids for you. Now, what about you will need help
oh
for
my
7
goodness.
kids. Okay. Yeah, so
Uh,
this has been an interesting topic of discussion. And
yes.
Mr.
Yes.
Kofi, it's been a great evening with you. And thank you for coming, even with your network not
My
being stable.
network. Yes. Yes.
We've
Yes.
been able
Very
to, I
soon
think
we'll
we've
scratch
had
everything was.
we've had a very interesting discussion, and thank you to all our viewers. At this juncture, Mr. Kofi, do you have any final words for?
My final words is it's very simple and short. Your friend is simple and titier, like Ghana say.
Mm,
Ghana people will say simple, or Ghanaians will say simple and titier, simple and short. Look, I want to tell all our viewers, thank you for spending your Saturday evenings with us. Okay.
yes.
We appreciate you spending your 1.5 hours with us. We really appreciate. We are all learning, and all the contributions and the comments and the questions and the suggestions. That is what enriches this program. It wouldn't be without you guys. So we appreciate you so much. My final word to everybody, especially to everybody, whether to marriages with children or not. Um, I'll say that in marriage, happiness comes
Mhm.
from the bond between partners, not just having children. Okay. So let's focus on the marriage. Let's focus on the bond between the partners. Okay. So if couples decide not to have children or can't have them, please listen to me. If you're married and you decide not to have children, please enjoy your marriage. Don't let the stress of not having children rob you of the enjoyment and the fulfillment. Okay. If you're a
Mm,
couple and you are married and have children, still have time to enjoy the marriage. Don't let the children suck the air from their relationship. Have
mm,
time for you two, and you guys should enjoy each other. So my point is, whether you have children or not, enjoy the marriage. And you can enjoy the marriage, I believe, my opinion, by respecting each other. Respect your spouse, respect your husband, respect the couple, respect each other. Talk openly, communicate. I always talk about communication. A lot of issues that are in marriages is because we don't talk openly. We don't respect each other. Okay. And we need to trust one another. I know
mm.
trust is becoming an issue these days. Trust, and why now? Trust, I say, me trust in mommy and I might trust me. And why now? But we should be able, we should trust each other. Listen, if we focus on the imperfection or the imperfectness. I don't know if there's a word like that. Nema, yeah. We are not perfect beings. So expecting perfection from me is a myth. Doesn't make sense. You can't expect perfection from an imperfect thing, right? Because the perfection you're expecting is already imperfect. You are an imperfect being expecting perfection. Doesn't make sense. Until Bamcho say if say yeah to me fire information check, like let's focus on the positives in the relationship rather than the negatives, what I'm trying to say. And we can do that by respecting each other, right? By, you kind of say, enjoying each other, by talking openly, by building trust. I watched something on Facebook, there was this woman, you are here and your husband is, I saw your husband in the hotel with another woman. You are here. When I walk, say, eh? me kunu pa or no describe me kunu not say mama say I know your husband now. I know your husband mama soba. Mama sorry call them no kosha atare. Okosha atare catch mama so ndi nich e ka so ndi kan no ndi nich. Mama ni obi get na mama kan wo mama ni to call say go. Don't come and spoil my marriage. No lucky dino. Till. Do you know what I learned from it? The woman in the house did not allow an outsider to come and destroy the marriage, to destroy whatever is between the husband. Or see, even if my husband is cheating, cry. In fact, he should go ahead and cheat. That man, he suffered, he struggled too much. See, even though he did, the woman was supporting the man. So that my point is, we should support each other. It's not everything that you hear now to be a sin. Because people are out there, they want to destroy the beautiful marriage and the relationship we have. We should protect it. Is what I'm saying. Let's do that. So whether there's children in the relationship, in the marriage or not, let's enjoy each other. It is very, very, very important. And those of you that have children, don't let the children also come between you and your partner to take the joy and the happiness out. Let's discover ways to connect more with each other and share our lives together rather than allowing society to think that not having children in marriage is not good. Or having children means that you shouldn't enjoy each other. So my point is, let's build happiness in our marriage regardless of whether there's children or not. Our marriages can thrive whether we have children or not. Thank you very, very much. This is Kofi Opoku's opinion coming from the Adia Pena Studios. Good evening to you all.
Mr. Kofi, this is not short and TTBR you said earlier. You've reached that gap. And you'll be charged for that.
Sorry.
We can thrive with or without children. Love is the main key.
Yes. See, just emphasize it.
So at this juncture,
thank you for confirming it.
We are saying thank you all to all our viewers. Thank you, Mr. Kofi, for coming all the way from Ghana. Thank you, Mr.
Yes.
Van, watching us all the way from the United States. Thank you, everybody. Same time next Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Bans is from UK.
Yes, that's what I said.
You say United States. You are in the United States.
I said United. I'm sorry. I take my word back. United Kingdom, right?
Yeah. And everyone from everywhere.
Everyone from everywhere, wherever you are watching us from, we say we love you all. Thank you for the comments, the love, the share, the everything. Meet us here.
How did they do it?
Saturday. Whatever. However they do it, it's out there. The next week Saturday, we are meeting here with another beautiful topic. See you all next Saturday. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for your
Ohima.
Your time and your network. That was
I will fix it. I will fix it. Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Have a great rest of your weekend. Bye.
Yeah, have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Yes. Bye-bye.